Hello everyone and welcome back to more StephenMail. We are aware we're running a little behind on mail, but we're catching up and we're pushing a lot of content on Stephen Vlog out to you right at the end of June, so prepare yourselves for that. Today, we're taking on April's mail, starting with a letter from...
Dominic.
Alright, and Dominic says, Hello StephenMail, this is my first letter ever sent to a YouTuber. I actually found you guys through your Little Big Planet 2 Let's Play, which is kind of cool. That's an interesting way to start. And also, before I forget, my name is Dominic, and my channel is Bountiful Ruby. Thank you for everything you do, from Dominic. Well, Dominic, thank you for watching our channels.
Our next letter is from Noah.
Dear Mal, Stephen, and Kitties. Hello, it is Noah again. Wanted to ask a question. What is the character that you think should go into Super Smash Bros. 4 from Earthbound that is not in already? In other words, which character that is not Ness would you like to see in the next Smash Brothers?
I would have to say, wait, Jeff sort of is in it.
He's an assist trophy. I mean,
yeah.
He could be elevated.
I mean, it's just because, you know, Paula also does PSI, and a lot of Ness's stuff in Smash Brothers is Paula stuff.
I mean,
Fire and Freeze.
Realistically, I don't think anyone would be in it. But if I could choose, maybe Pokey. I think if you could control Pokey's little ship, like his up B would be like get into his little spider thing, and he could like, and he could be like blah, 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 or something. I don't know, something outside.
A flying man.
Something outside the box. A flying man would make an interesting assist trophy, if nothing else.
New Age retro hippie.
I think it'd be a little too obscure. Also, do you think you could set up an Instagram account? Also, random fact time. My favorite color is green, and I once swam with sharks. Thank you for reading, from Noah. Neither Mal or I have Instagram, and it's like, I don't know, it's not something I'm opposed to having, it's just, I've never saw a huge need for it. Like, if I very rarely post photos.
Yeah. And
if I need to post a photo, I just post it to Facebook or Twitter. But I guess now Instagram is so big that there's people that like follow Instagram stuff that don't follow Twitter stuff, but I just don't post very many photos. Yeah. If there was like a gigantic outcry for it, then I might consider it, but otherwise, I don't know if it's something like we plan on doing. Anyway, Noah, thank you for the letter. Next up, we have a letter from Kyra, but it's actually just a picture, and it's a picture of the bug princess from Twilight Princess, and it says, Little Mantis, Little Mantis. Agatha, that's her name. Yes, I don't remember her name as Agatha. I remember her name as Creepy Bug Princess, because of all this, the subtext lines she is. She'll be like, Little Mantis, then she'll be like, I want to eat your soul. Stuff like that. Maybe not quite to that extent.
Never eat any of her bugs.
Maybe not while you were watching.
Our next letter is from Myles.
Okay. Dear Stephen Mail, and of course, Sagan and Kep, my name is Myles. I've been watching your vlogs for about 2 years now. I've also been making a Let's Play on Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Platinum, but it's webcam recorded. Do you have any tips on how to make my videos better? Sincerely, Myles. Well, it's probably the obvious one, but if you can avoid making webcam videos, I would suggest avoiding to make webcam videos. A lot of times the first thing people notice is the quality, and they may not stick around long enough to give your videos a fair shake if the quality is not that good. If you have access to an emulator, you could run Emerald or Platinum on an emulator and do like a screen recording software. Some of the Game Boy Advance emulators actually have like the thing built in. Is Emerald the Game Boy Advance one? Yeah, Emerald's a Game Boy Advance one, Crystal's the Game Boy Color one, and then Platinum is, I believe, DS. But some of the emulators actually have like screen recorders built in, so you could try to do it that way. I would just, if at all possible, try to avoid doing webcam videos, because a lot of times people see them and they're like, meh, and then they may move on. Myles also included artwork of the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. Very nice job.
Our next letter is from Ari Zonia.
Hello once again. It's been a year since I sent my first letter. I decided to draw you, Mallory, Alex, Taylor, and Dan in a group picture fashion. I used the art school as reference, especially for the heights of the 4 guys. I decided to both take the journey and draw the picture because I will be starting college fall of this year. Anyway, have a nice summer from Ari Zonia, who has sent us many, many letters in the past, and that is really good artwork. Mm-hmm. And it almost actually comes across as fan art of the art school, which I'm just going to call it that because Dan will get a huge kick out of that. but that's what it looks like, and it's really, really well done, so A+.
Our next letter is from Sydney.
I am such a fan. I was watching your Mario Kart Double Dash LP, and I made up a song from the theme song. Sing it out loud. Oh boy. The Mario Kart Double Dash theme song is like do 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 do. That's it, right? All right. I'm gonna give this a shot, Sydney. We're playing Mario Kart Double 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 Dash. Mario Kart Double 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 Dash. Mario Kart Double 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 Dash. It's double times a dash, whoa, it's double dash, we're gonna turn you to ashes, hopefully there's no crashes, yeah, da 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 da. Okay, I think I did a pretty good job on it. Anyway, also your LP of Mario Kart 64 inspired me to play it with my dad, brother, and my mom. Also, Sydney has a few questions. When the new Smash Brothers comes out, are you going to be playing it with Mao, Emil, Masay, and others? I think so. I don't think there's a story mode like there was for Brawl, but I think that we'll probably still do a few videos of it. Yeah. Can you do Mario Party 8 and 9 with Chugga and Mao? We can. We're trying to work in order. I know we started with 2, then went 3, 1, but we're going to be doing 4 and 5 and 6 and trying to work through them in order. And also, after you're done with Mario Kart series, are you going to play it with others? Yeah. We did that a little bit. We've already released a video where we played Mario Kart Wii with Dan and Alex, and we're going to be playing Mario Kart 8 with other people, so you can look forward to that.
Next up, letter from Starry.
Dear StephenMail, hi, my name is Starry and I really like your videos. Around a year ago, I looked up some Mario Party videos, but not with Chugga or anything like that, just Mario Party in general. You popped up, I watched your Mario Party 2 videos, I liked them, and I kept watching. I was watching your Leaf Green LP recently and I was wondering, have you ever thought about doing a Nuzlocke run? Also, Mao, is there any time where Stephen is recording for the vlog and you just really don't want him to record it? From Starry. Well, I'll do my question first and I'll let you answer yours. Can
you explain what a Nuzlocke run is?
Yeah, I've always pronounced them Nuzlocke. People might pronounce them Nuzlocke. I don't know. I guess assume they're Nuzlocke. Basically, I mean, actually they list the rules here, so I'll just read it. The basic rules are, you have to name every Pokemon, which I don't know if is a super rule, but you can only capture one Pokemon in an area. I believe you have to capture the first Pokemon when you enter an area, and that was the only one you're allowed to have. And the biggest thing about it, and the most crucial rule, is that if Pokemon faints, you're supposed to treat it as if it died. In other words, you then have to release the Pokemon, never to use it again. Which is terrible. Yeah. It's really bad. Like, the whole point of, like, the Pokemon games is to, like, form bonds with your Pokemon, love them like your brother. And you do this, and in the Nuzlocke, it's completely different. Like, you know, it's dead. You gotta get rid of it, man. This is particularly bad for, like, a starter, you know. You get your Squirtle, and you're like, yeah, I got Squirtle to Wartortle, and then Wartortle gets killed by a Pikachu in a forest, and you're like, oh, he's dead. As far as actually like doing something, recording something like that, I don't know. I feel like it may be entertaining, but at the same time, it may just be so frustrating that I wouldn't want to continue doing it. So
I can see that.
I don't know about that. Mao, was there any times that I've been recording and you didn't want me to record that?
Yeah, but they don't end up on the vlog.
Hell, I mean, in general, I feel like I'm pretty good about knowing what to record. Like that. I'd say that like never happens, ever, practically, especially not in the last few years. I mean, the stuff that you wouldn't want on the vlog are probably the same things that I wouldn't want on the vlog. So it's like I don't record them, and if I do record them, I can decide later not to include them.
Yes.
So I think I do pretty good about that.
Next, we have a card from Brian.
And it's got this pretty picture on the front, and I don't know what the picture is. I don't think Brian mentions it, but it's pretty, and it has a little rainbow. Dear StephenMail, do you remember the quote on the card? And there's a Pokemon card that says, "Death to America." And it's one of those things that if you don't know the quote, it sounds terrible, but if you do know the quote, then you're like, ah, the journey. It's an old thing from an old vlog. Jigglypuff, actually. I have seen all of your vlogs and think you are doing great. Thank you and good luck, from Brian. Oh, actually on the back it says, photography by Al Theme, I think. So that must be where that's from. It's very pretty. Brian, thank you for the letter.
Next up, we have a letter from Chrissy.
Hi again, StephenMail. It's Chrissy from Missouri. I wrote to you back in March. I don't remember telling you that in your Destiny Burger vlog, I and my cousin nearly died from laughing. Well, that would not only make you, as I also nearly died from laughing when Emil and I were doing it. Also, I have one last thing to tell you until my next letter. My cousin and I are both new to Let's Playing and want your advice on our videos. From your fan, Chrissy. Well, I unfortunately don't have the time to review particular videos any longer because I'm really crazy busy. But the best advice I can give you is to always be yourself, and also to work hard to try and create both quality and quantity.
And have fun?
And have fun. That's actually the most important one. If you're not having fun, don't do it. That's one of those things, like, it has to be kind of understood. Some people, they get in the mindset of really wanting to do something, and then they start putting all of their effort into it, and then, like,
it's not fun.
Yeah, they get a month or two into it and they're like, I'm not having fun anymore. And if you're not having fun, then you either need to stop or drastically change it. Like, don't do it if you're not having fun.
Next letter is from Elliot.
Hi there, this is Elliot writing from Muskego, Wisconsin. This is my first letter because I have been too much of a shy guy to send anything. I have watched a lot of your videos and I actually started out with Skyrim, which is now, unfortunately, over. I would like to ask you this. Who, if anyone, have you subscribed to on YouTube when it comes to gaming? That's it! Hope you and Mal have the best of luck. Sincerely, Elliot. Well, I've talked about it a little before, but I don't subscribe to many channels on YouTube in the first place because I don't have time to regularly watch their content. Instead, I generally go around to channels I know, and
check out what they've been up to lately.
Pretty much. I like to keep tabs on what games people are doing because you don't want to have a whole lot of overlap with similar crowds. Obviously, I keep up with like what Emil is doing because I talk to Emil, but
and you make his logo every time he does something.
Well, that, yeah, I know the next 4 games Emil is planning on doing for like the next year and a half. No, I won't tell you. Don't ask. But like him and Josh Jepson, Attacking Toucans. Purple Roger, like I try to keep tabs on like a bunch of different people and what they're doing, what kind of projects they're doing, what kind of you know, direction they're heading with stuff, because you don't want to have a lot of overlap with their projects. And I also like to see how they're doing from, I guess, like a statistical standpoint. You know, like maybe they've had a lot of growth recently or something like that. I like to find out information like that and see, you know, what they've done that worked or whatever. I mean, when it comes right down to it, you have to end up doing what you like to do, or you'll go crazy. But it's interesting to see what other people are doing and make sure that you, you know, you don't have a lot of overlap with their stuff. So that's what I do. As far as like channels I'm actually subscribed to and watch regularly, Dan. I'm subscribed to Dan, and I don't watch his gaming videos because they take a lot of time to watch. But I do watch all of his other content, so I'm a fan of Dan.
Next up, we have a letter from Kelly.
Dear StephenMail, hello to both of you. My name is Kelly, known on YouTube as Winter, and I'm a fairly new subscriber. Like many others, I was introduced to Stephen Vlog through the Chugga Conroy vlogs, but I continued watching because of you, Mal, and the Astronocats. And the food. Can't forget the food. Like those ham and cheese sliders, man. Since August, I've kept up with all of the vlogs, watched many of the past ones, and have also watched a few LPs on Stephen Plays. I really enjoyed The Last of Us and the DLC, as well as Assassin's Creed, and the Battle Block Theater LP is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. Overall, I just wanted to say thank you to both of you for making videos that brighten up my days. This is the first letter I've written to you, and what prompted me to do so was the vlog you released at the end of January mentioning the fan recipes. I'm including a recipe in this letter, one that quickly became a favorite amongst my roommates and myself. I hope that when you get a chance to make it, you and Mal enjoy it as much as we do. Best wishes from Kelly. P.S. You guys are the best. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. And the recipe that Kelly sent
is for strawberry chocolate chip cookies.
Dear God.
And they're basically made with strawberry cake mix and some other things to turn them more cookie-like. But they sound fantastic.
I mean, the title sounds fantastic.
You could just eat that title right up.
I mean, I've never heard of such a thing, strawberry chocolate chip cookies, but that sounds good. Strawberries and chocolate deserve to live together in matrimony. Kelly's making that happen. Thank you, Kelly. Next up, we have a letter from Cheyenne, which isn't really a letter. It's kind of a conglomerate of different pictures that she's drawn, and there's a little note that says we don't really have to read this aloud. And basically, the note just says that here's a couple of drawings, and that she's going to be coloring some of them and then uploading them to Facebook. And actually, some of these she has uploaded to Facebook because I've seen some of these before, but not all of them. Anyway, we'll start at what I call the beginning of these. This is me and Mal from Donkey Kong Country. And I'm in like the Donkey Kong tie because I'm Donkey Kong, and Mal's in the Diddy Kong cap because she's Diddy Kong. And then we go to Donkey Kong Country 2, and then in this one I was
Diddy hat.
Yeah, because I was Diddy Kong, and Mal's got the Dixie cap because she was Dixie Kong.
And the Dixie ponytail.
Yeah, and yeah, the ponytail for Dixie. And then we go to Donkey Kong Country 3, which we just finished a few months ago. And in this one, I was Dixie, which, man, we really bounced around with all the different ones, didn't we? And then Mal was Kitty. So you're a toddler, which is something I've thought for such a long time. And then this is one of the ones I had seen on Facebook, and it's a picture of me and Sagan, which is cute. And actually, I think this is based.
Sagan does that.
Well, this is based on a photo, I think. I don't remember.
Or a vlog?
I think it's based on a photo I posted Twitter, maybe. I don't know. If I can find it, I'll put it up too, but I think that was based off something I posted on Twitter. And then this is a picture of Dan being awesome. Because that is an awesome picture of Dan. I think it's because he was wearing those sunglasses whenever he visited in April or whenever it was he was here. And he had like they're like yellow and they're like really, really reflective. They're really cool looking. I remember because I made a picture of him, one of the thumbnails of one of the vlogs, and I remember thinking while I was like playing with the thumbnail, I was like, man, those are really cool sunglasses. Like, I don't wear sunglasses, and I thought they were really cool.
I need a pair.
Yeah. Anyway, Cheyenne, thank you for the images.
Next up, we have a little package from Rose.
Hey, Stephen and Mal. My name is Rose, and I am currently a sophomore in high school. I love your vlogs, and your Battle Block Theater LP is really funny. I would always laugh at the crazy antics you and Mal would do. Along with this letter, I am sending you guys a game I've had since I was little. A Bug's Life for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Hopefully you'll get past stage 1, but then again, I can't even make it halfway through the first stage. I've also included a drawing of you and Mal as your favorite Pokemon. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we, from Rose. Thank you very much, Rose. The drawings are friggin' cute.
I love the bright colors.
They're really, really friggin' cute, and like, that's something you could actually wear.
My outfit, yeah.
That's something Mal actually would wear. I don't know if I would go out in public with a giant flower on my head, but that's something that I wouldn't put past Mal too much. That's like serious cosplaying. I think it's awesome. And thank you for the game as well. I've never played A Bug's Life, but
have you seen the movie?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Flint? Is that his name? Or Flick? Flicks? Flick? Or is that...
I know I've seen it. I know I've seen the other one.
Or is that Ants?
I've seen both of them.
Because they both came out at the same time. Wasn't there like a rivalry between the studios? Or so? Like people broke off from one studio and formed another studio and they fought, and that was how they fought?
Yeah.
I don't remember it very well. I just remember reading about that. But I'm interested in playing it. Especially if you are having trouble getting past like the first stage, then I'm like, oh boy. Who knows what I'm in for. Anyway, thank you, Rose.
Next up, we have a package from Chris.
And Chris has a letter that says, Dear Stephen and Mal and the kittens. It's Chris again, from England. There is not really much reason for this letter. I just felt like it. So, here is some bead art and a very small amount of cards. Anywho, I hope you guys are doing good, and I hope to write again soon. From your fan, Chris. And there are some cards, and so, wow. It's a chess spin deck. So these are like actual full decks of the Pokemon trading card game, and there's all sorts of interesting things in here. Gyarados, Bianca, like, well, if you're very familiar with these decks, then you'll know what's in them, but there's a Chespin deck, and then there's also a Froakie deck for the Kalos starters. So these are all actual, like, new Pokemon because they're from X and Y. The region is Kalos, and then there's some other cards that are just chilling in the bottom.
There's more.
There's a lot of cards in here. And, of course, there is some of the perler bead art. There's Pokemon cards, like, stuck between the bead art. Like, it's just falling all over the place. There's actually a lot of cards. You said a small amount of cards. That is a lot. There's a holographic Machoke. I still don't know a lot of the newer Pokemon, unfortunately, which tends to be one of my downfalls. But I'm very familiar with any of the 150. Let's go through some of this. We've got 8-bit Mario and 8-bit Link, which looks, I like that, that's cool. I believe that's Ampharos, I think that's its name. And we have a 8-bit Fireflower. That's Totodile.
One-Up Mushroom.
Well, not a One-Up Mushroom. Super Mushroom.
Yeah.
Is it called Super Mushroom? Is that the official name for that? Super Mushroom. Yeah.
Aren't the colors the other way for a Super Mushroom? Is this a different one?
I don't know. Does it matter?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Now I'm confused.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! Yoshi Egg.
I don't know what this is.
What are these called? They're the ones from level 4-1 that Lakitu drops, and then are they just called like Spinies? Yeah. I guess they're Koopas. They just got the spines on them. I don't know if they have an official name. Yeah. They probably do. These. Oh, that's
death animation.
That's the death animation for. And then Kirby. Kirby sucks. Get it? Because he. That was funny.
Who's the toddler now?
That wasn't very nice. Anyway, Chris, thank you for the myriad of things.
Last up, we have a package from Navin.
And we slit it open, and there is some stuff in here. There is some video games. But I'm gonna read the letter first. Dear Stephen, Mallory, Sagan, and Kepler, happy belated birthday. My name is Navin, known on the internet as FinalSore811. I am 22 years old and I live in San Diego. I found your videos through Emil's Pikmin 2 bonus videos. I thought you were really funny, so I went to Stephen Plays and watched the most recently posted video, which I believe was Skyrim. After that, I was hooked. I watched the past videos of your ongoing LPs, and at one point you mentioned a vlog. So, after very little searching, I watched my first vlog video. I went back and I'm currently taking the journey. My favorite day from the vlog so far is probably day 49. I am Dan. I miss Dan and Alex being on the vlog regularly, but I am also working on a little on the wiki, so my focus is kind of split. I included the Blaze Blue game in hopes that you will play it. It's a really fun fighting game that not many people seem to know about. The other game, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, I included simply because I had found it after buying the next game in the series and felt it was just it was just too little to send you only one game. Plus, it's kind of a birthday present to you. Does that ever happen to you where you send birthday presents? Comment below, links in the sidebar. Best wishes, Navin. P.S. Say giraffe and or wolf for me. Thanks. Crap. Just say. Giraffe wolf. Navin, thank you so much. And we can actually, well, we already revealed what they were. So the games are Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend, I guess, and then Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. So these are two games. I think everyone knows what Naruto is. I mean, even if they haven't seen the show. Like, I've never actually seen the show, but I know what it is. But I actually do know what Blaze Blue is. So it might be a little obscure. But there was one time, I want to say a while back, but I don't even know how long ago it was, where I got really swept up in the characters of Blaze Blue, and I was on a wiki, like, reading about the game and like the multiple games there are, and also the characters and things like that, because they have like a very interesting cast. And also it's a very pretty game. Like, the animations are like really over the top and crazy. And I don't know, I'm not a huge fighting game person, and I feel like I'm not very good at them, but I find them visually interesting, and I like to watch, you know, people that know what they're doing play them. But we actually might, you know, do a first 20 or something on Blaze Blue, because it is supposed to be you know, a really big time fighting game. So maybe maybe I'll play with Mal. If I go against the CPU, I'm gonna be screwed. But maybe me and you will play together.
Are you saying I can't win?
No. I'm just saying that if I fight against the computer, I will die.
You're saying you have a better chance against me.
Yeah. I'm not putting you down. You've never played the game.
I know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you so much for the package, for the the 2 games and the leathers. Thank you, Navin. For everyone who sent in a leather, thank you. If you'd like to send something in, you can. Just go over to the channel page, click the About tab, and you'll see our address there. Send it our way. There will be another mail video coming very, very, very soon. We have a lot of catch-up work to do. I know that the timeline that you guys get this mail video in relation to the other vlogs, it may not make sense, but very, very soon everything will make sense. We revealed recently in a vlog that we were going on a road trip. That's happening very soon, so we're trying to get a lot of stuff caught up before we go. So, more mail coming at ya very soon.
You having fun?
Yes. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time for more StephenMail.